My name is Jessica Lin, a 7th semester student of Petra Christian University, majoring in International Business Management. As a final year student, I start asking myself what I have learned during my university life and how I could apply all these lessons in order to be successful in the future. Throughout this video, I would like to explain a bit about myself and implement my knowledge as well as experiences to create my future plans on my professional career. To make it easier to follow and to give you better understanding, I will use the action learning framework developed by my professor Dr. Casey Chan to answer those questions.
So here is the equation of action learning, which represents the holistic thinking of the whole video. It consists of what, which represents the holistic thinking, why, which represents the critical thinking, who, how, and when, which represent the system thinking, where, which represents the lesson learned, and how much, which represents the lateral thinking. For what, I will explain about myself. After that, I will explain about why I need to know myself, who I want to be in the future, how my plans are, and when I will achieve it. However, my plans might not go as what I expect. Thus, I need to know where it goes right or wrong and learn from it. Last but not least, I need to analyze all of the process I will go through to make sure how much it can be improved. Now let's talk about what kind of person I am. To know about myself, I will use 5 levels of leadership development, which will test my capability in 3 categories, which are individual, team, and organizational. The individual competence will talk about my individual, which can be seen through the learning style, entrepreneurship GED test, and Big 5 personality test. While for the team capacity, it will represent my capability in working as a team, which can be seen through the Belbin's 9 team rules. And for the organizational capability, it will assess my leadership capability to lead on organizations. The first level which we will discuss is the individual competence. The first test will be the learning styles. So from this test, it can be seen that I'm a reflector who like to think in detail before taking actions. I also like to observe from many perspectives before making decisions. Even though I'm a reflector, I need some basis to make a decision. That's why I score quite high in theories, meaning that I see the big pictures and think logically. I also pay attention to details and tend to be perfectionist. The second test will be the GED test. Since I'm a reflector, I'm quite confident in taking risks after careful thoughts and calculations. Moreover, since I'm a theorist, I scored high in need for achievement, which indicates that I'm a result-oriented person and a hard worker too. Besides that, I'm an adaptive person, meaning that I can work both individually and in a group well, in which the score can be seen in the need for autonomy. Not only that, but I'm also creative and like to take opportunity in front of me. The third test will be the Big 5 personality test. After taking this test and seeing the results, I can conclude myself as an extrovert person who can adjust myself well to suit others. I'm also honest and hardworking. Furthermore, I'm always calm in facing any hectic or urgent situations in front of me. Thus, I can see the big pictures and think outside the box in order to make the decision. Besides that, I also like to seek new experiences which can make me develop my skills and knowledge. Moving on to the next level, which is the team capacity, the test that I will use is Belbin's 9 team rules. In this result, it can be seen that I scored highest in completed finisher and resource investigator. It means that I'm painstaking and anxious. I always fix errors and omissions and deliver the projects on time. Not only that, but I'm also outgoing and enthusiastic. I recognize opportunities and develop contracts. Next, for the last level, which is the organizational capability, I will use the leadership test. In this test, I scored highest in aligning people, which means that I gain support for a vision and develop strategies to achieve that vision. I also scored high in negotiating, meaning that I build interest to achieve results accepted by all people involved, nurture productive working relationships, and resolve conflicts. However, there are several things that I need to improve. What needs to be improved are the leading teams and facilitating ethical conduct. I need to motivate and inspire the team members to contribute their full potential to achieve the mutual goals. I also need to make more ethical decisions to support the team and organization. After taking all of the 5 tests, I can summarize it into this framework. Moreover, it can be concluded from the tests that I'm in the second level, which is the contributing team member. However, I need to keep developing myself in order to reach the highest level, which is the master coach. To complete my understanding about myself, I need to do self-assessment tests, which helps me to know my 4 key attributes. Those attributes are outgoing, creative, detail-oriented, and determined. I'm an outgoing person, which means that I'm friendly, socially confident, and tend to excel in things that I do. I'm also creative, meaning that I have lots of ideas and enjoy new challenges. Not only that, but I'm also a detail-oriented person. I pay attention to details and I'm a perfectionist at work. Besides that, I'm a determined person, meaning that I want to bear responsibilities and welcome challenges. These 4 key attributes to match with the results of the 5 tests which I had taken and explained previously. From the results of the learning style test, reflector and theorist match with the detail-oriented attribute. From the GET test, the need for achievement and calculated risk-taking match with the creative, detail-oriented, and determined attributes. From the results of Big 5 personality test, open to experiences, agreeable, and extrovert are falling into outgoing, creative, and determined attributes. Meanwhile, for Belpin's 9 teams role test, the results of being a computer finisher and resource investigator match with all of the 4 key attributes. Last but not least, from the leadership test, aligning people and negotiating are falling into outgoing and creative attributes. After knowing what kind of person I am, I will discuss why I need to know about myself in the first place, and I will use 5 whys to give you clear understanding. The first why will be, why do I need to aware of myself? It's because I need to know my personality and specialization to be a capable individual in professional work and ensure it is aligned with my learning style. The second why is, why do I need to aware of my learning styles? To give better understanding about myself, thus I can improve myself more effectively, as well as knowing my roles in a team. The third why is, why do I need to aware of my team roles? To adjust myself when working in a team, to be a contributing team member, and to know which leadership styles as well as entrepreneur skills suit me the best. The fourth why is, why do I need to aware of my leadership styles and entrepreneur skills? To know whether I'm more suitable to lead or to be led, and to know the attributes of being the successful entrepreneur. The last why is self-awareness is a passport to the future. To know which parts I should improve and develop to be a successful, competent, and holistic manager in the future. By understanding all of this, I can know what is my management, leadership, and technopreneurship that I've already had and what needs to be improved. The next question is, who do I want to be? I want to be a financial analyst who analyzes financial data by collecting, monitoring, and creating financial models. To be able to be a financial analyst, there are some requirements. The requirements which I have fulfilled are the motives and interests, personality characteristics, and intelligence. However, I need to improve myself by gaining more knowledge, experience, and skills related to financial analysis in order to become a successful financial analyst. While trying to reach my goal to be a successful financial analyst, I believe that there are many people who will support me, such as my family, lecturers, especially Professor Dr. Casey Chan, IBM, and my future companies. After knowing who I want to become, I need to know how my plan is in order to achieve it. To explain it systematically, I will use IPO framework. Starting with the output, in here I will talk about who do I want to be. In order to reach that output, I have to make the right process, which I have done or I will do in the future. Therefore, for the input will be what do I know. After that, I need to monitor and control it in order to know what to improve. So let's talk deeper about it. My goal is to be a successful financial analyst. Therefore, to execute my plans to reach my goal, I need to understand that I must have certain skills before having the ability in certain area. So these are my plans. I will gain more experiences as time goes by. For my knowledge, I will get my bachelor degree in 2018. Then I will work as financial analyst. After that, I will continue to improve my insight by taking a master's degree of finance. For my skills, competence, and ability will also be improving as the time passes by. All of those plans can be summarized into these building blocks of competence. After all, I need to monitor and control it using the 5 KPI to optimize my strategy of achieving my goal. Therefore, my future goal, execution process, all of my future plans, as well as the way to monitor my performance can be concluded into this IPO framework. In brief, in order for me to reach my goal, I need to have the right plans and execute those plans properly. Last but not least, keep monitoring my performance to be able to improve my strategy. Moving on to the next question, when will I achieve it? After graduating from Petra Christian University and getting my bachelor degree, I will work as financial analyst in one of the multinational enterprises in Surabaya to implement my knowledge into experience in analyzing the financial data. After that, I will continue my study in the University of New South Wales in Australia to improve my knowledge as a financial analyst. After getting my master's degree, I want to try to get experience in Australian multinational enterprise before working as financial executive in Surabaya for good. In the process of developing myself, sometimes it might go right as what I planned, but sometimes it might also go wrong. Therefore, I need to know where does it go right or wrong. In order to know that, I will use the action learning, 6 thinking hats and 8 A's. And because every step can go right or wrong, therefore, it's important to have the contingency plans to ensure the action plan. Next, for the last question is how much I can improve myself to get the stamina, communicative, expert, adaptive, response, and execution powers. For the stamina power, which is the red hat, it is used to rejuvenate my strategy, thus I will use the action learning to excel. For the communicative power, which is the yellow hat, it is used to redesign my plan and strategy, thus it can be enhanced through the 5 whys as well as the connection and networking. For the expert power, which is the white hat, it is used to reinvent, thus it can be enhanced through the building blocks of competence and the 5 tests. For the adaptive power, which is the green hat, it is used to rethink about myself. Thus, I will do the self-development and rethink about my 4 key attributes in the future. For the response power, which is the black hat, it is used to redefine my plans. So, it can be enhanced through making the contingency plan, 5 KPI, and 8 A's. Last but not least, for the execution power, which is the blue hat, it is used to re-engineer myself. Thus, I need to enhance my management, leadership, and entrepreneurship. So that is all explanations about my action learning process to achieve my goal as a financial analyst. In conclusion, I have explained about what kind of person I am, who I am going to become, and how to achieve my career goal.
Before I end this